Alright, you guys, let's say you woke up one day and decided to buy a clownfish. Or let's say you bought one online or at a local fish store. And when you look at it, it seems healthy, right? So you put it in your quarantine tank or in your main tank if you don't quarantine. And let's say over the next few days you start to notice some kind of like mucus protruding from the clownfish's face. I don't know if you could see it. Um, a good way to tell is if you look at the white bands on the clownfish, there seems to be some like missing on it. And if you look at the face, it seems to be mucus producing on the clownfish's face, right? So let's say he's eating, you know, you put him in the quarantine tank or the main tank, he's eating, but you notice that the next day, and you're wondering, what is that? Or why is my clownfish having? Well, oftentimes clownfish from the wild get this disease called Brooklynella. It's like a parasite. It has no encysted stage, so usually you get it, and over like the course of a few days, you start to notice mucus protruding from its face. You start to notice its gills moving rapidly in its attempt to breathe, because Brooklynella restricts its oxygen intake. So you're wondering, what do I do? Like, how do I save this fish? Well, a key way to save it is you get a quarantine tank, you get aeration, so like an airline filter. You also need some sort of filtration. You plop it in there. And what meds do I use that take good care of treating this parasite? Mind you, I got this guy on Thursday, and I noticed on Friday he started showing signs of Brooklynella. So what I did was, the first day, I got, let me get it. I had this laying around. It's a Fritz Copper Safe. Now this doesn't treat Brooklynella. Okay, this treats ick and velvet. Sometimes velvet can look like Brooklynella in its advanced stages. So just to be safe, I added, this is a 10-gallon tank, so I added, I think, 12 milliliters of this. And I waited a day to see if it was velvet or brook. On Friday, I woke up and I noticed, or not on Friday, on Saturday I woke up, I noticed, it's still showing signs of it maturing, the disease maturing on this fish's body. Because now it's not on the face. Not only on the face, it's on the white band, that top white band, okay? So, that's when I knew I decided to take action. I did Pro, right? So now that's in the system, it's copper and Pro. This usually treats, it's like a dewormer, right? So let's say if this guy had a bacterial infection, I'm treating with this proactively. Just be careful on how to dose this. So let's say you got a 10-gallon quarantine tank, you want to put 2.5 milliliters in the tank. Alright, so now you wait a day, or you wait a few hours, and you come back from work and you see it's still not progressing as the way you thought it would be, helping the fish, right? Mind you, this guy's still eating. He's still eating, but he's still showing signs of Brooklynella. So a few options you could try is, which I don't have on hand, but you could try a Ruby Rally Reef dip. So you catch this clownfish, aerate a bucket with I believe it's salt water, yeah, and you do a 90-minute dip of Ruby Rally Reef, because it has formalin, or I think formaldehyde, and that's the #1 agent in treating Brooklynella. But let's say you don't have that, it's too expensive. Another thing you could try is, let me get it. This is the second day I'm going to be using this. It's Chem Metroplex, right? This attacks parasites at the source. So how you want to dose this is 2 scoops for 10 gallons, right? So now, what's in your water, right? What's medicating these fish? So right now you're treating Metroplex for the brook, Pro for the dewormer or any bacterial infections. Now you're also treating Copper Safe for ick and velvet. All right. So right now this is the 3rd day, and he's still breathing, he's still swimming, he's still eating. So it's a good sign. Yes, this disease is still on him, but over the course of a few days, I'll document to see if Metroplex, a combination of Metroplex, Pro, and Copper Safe work. Alright? So this is pretty much where I'm at. It's the 3rd day. Alright. So I'll let you guys know in a few days to see if this treatment works.